So my question is, how is that a machine pistol? And the contents of this also a machine pistol? No, it's not. Which is why it had a name change to the STG-44. Or, here we go, Sturmgewehr. So once again, this video is powered by Swit Airsoft. Oh, okay. And yeah, this is the upgraded version. So you all should know by now what that entails. Yes, so all the original parts that were in this rifle, they put back in the box for you. They don't just take them out and chuck them away. Yeah, so here they are. And please don't be mistaken. The packaging is for the upgraded parts. They've just put the original AGM parts, or whoever OEM'd the original parts, in the Lonex packaging. And of course, that also includes the original inner barrel and hop-up bucking. Okay, I must have hundreds of these things now. You get an unjamming and cleaning rod. You also get an A4 sized instruction manual. This looks really good. I want to say gorgeous, but I'm trying to cut down on the amount of times I say gorgeous and decent and nice and bad boy. Anyway, you also get a sling. And what do we do with these slings? We sling it. You also get a free bag of BBs, and you get a little key that you can use instead of that little windy wheel on the bottom of the mag. Whoa, you get a very nice, long, high capacity, full metal mag. And that hole I was talking about where you would use your key. Okay, so for the rifle itself, oh, look at the size of this baby. What, and the weight. So originally, this nice, decent, gorgeous beauty of a bad boy, sorry, started its life as an MKB-42 that was improved upon. Then we had the MP43/1, then the MP43, and then they changed it to the MP44. But again, MP stands for machine pistol. So, does that look like a machine pistol to you? So it was changed to the STG, the Sturmgewehr. Can we show some respects to the mag and how they have designed it? Look, from the side at the top, you'd be forgiven for thinking this was a real firearm mag. For that, no. There's your airsoft bits and bobs, but from the side, it looks like you can put real rounds. Ho, ho, ho. Look at that beast.
My gun's bigger than yours.
Now, if you're thinking, that looks a bit like an AK. Well, believe it or not, this came after that. That was before this. Hence, the reason why this is considered the first successfully mass-produced assault rifle in the real world. So let's start off at the buttstock. I'm loving the fact that they have used real wood. 10 out of 10 for that. Loving that it's got everything you would find on the real counterpart too. So, stock being real wood, you have your metal sections here and here, which would serve to protect this piece of wood, but not just that. Look, on the top, like its real counterpart, you have a little compartment behind a spring-loaded door, and back in the day, you would have used that to store a little bottle of oil. Now, I say back in the day, there's nothing stopping you from doing that now. Ha! Little bottle of oil. Right, as we continue, by the way, this entire thing, apart from your wooden stock, is metal. even that awesome looking grip is metal. So, and by the way, this section right here is actually part of your stock. So that part too, metal. And what I love about this Airsoft version is that it takes down almost like its real counterpart. Here's the pin, and it's so easy, you just push it in from that side, pull the pin out, and look, just like its real counterpart, Bob's your uncle. And that's where you put your battery pack, or at least connect it here. But if you look inside the stock itself, loads of room right there. Okay, and then you just pop the pin back in, and we are good to go. Now, I'm going to continue to show you the features of this STG-44. However, shall we just make sure it works? And that takes me nicely to the fire selector switch. Now, I'm a little disappointed with this fire selector switch because it really isn't how it should be in terms of the real version. For example, right there, you would use that to put the rifle into safe or fire mode, so it will swing up and down, what we're normally used to even on other airsoft guns. And then somewhere around there is where you would switch it between semi-auto and full auto, but not on this. On this model, that's safe, that's semi-auto, that's full auto. Nothing like the real thing. So there's nothing in here, so let's just make sure it works. Semi-auto. Nice. Oh, I said nice. Anyway, full auto. Woo! It works. Right, back onto safe. Let's get that mag back in. Oh, how epic does this look? Very chunky and almost plain looking. And what I love about this particular model as well, you see the thickness of the whole bottom part of here, the receiver. I love how they just continue that with the trigger guard. You know, most rifles, you have the thickness of the receiver there, but then when you get to the trigger guard, it goes on a diet. Look, there's the receiver part there thick, but the trigger guard is thin. But I'm loving how on this one, nah, we'll keep it fat, baby. Same width all the way along. Okay, let's not get political. Right, so as we move along, we've already spoken about this fire selector switch. Loving the design here, looking all very authentic apart from what we've already discussed. Nice looking trigger guard with its trigger. Loving the design here. Here's your mag release. And the fact that it does remind me of an AK, even though this came before the AK, and that's Russian, this is German. I find myself going for the paddle mag release, which this doesn't have. It's not supposed to. It's not an AK. It's the, what is it? Sturmgewehr. Oh, by the way, little behind the scenes secret. If ever I get stuck, I've got a little prompter just off on the side. Okay, here we go. So, this is what I was talking about regarding the serial number. Now, if this is a unique serial number, in the grand scheme of things, 51 is fairly low. I mean, look at all those zeros in front of it. Decent. Oh, I said decent. So again, here's your mock charging handle. Just for reenactment. Your 300 round high cap mag. With a bit of wear and tear on there already. Bothered. And then bringing you up top, you have your leaf style rear sight for range. So yeah, look, expecting it to be able to do that and that. Beautiful. And here you have your very authentic looking handguard, your mock gas block, your barrel, your front hooded sight. Very tall looking sight there. And then of course, you've got your business end. And the good thing about this, while we're here, see this little button right there? You can push that in. Once you get it off, you are presented with a 14mm counterclockwise threaded outer barrel. Okay, let's check out the other side where you are presented with a very annoying dust cover. Nope. 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 No, but to be fair, I've seen real steel versions of this online where the dust cover doesn't close. So there. And then right there, I'm actually liking the look of that. It all looks very crystal looking. But that's where you adjust your hop up. And just very quickly, I've had this question many times. What the hell is hop up? How does it work? Well, this is not going to be a video about how it works, but just very quickly, here's your inner barrel. Your BB goes flying through this barrel. Before it does all of that, may I introduce to you the hop-up bucking. It's like a little cylindrical piece of rubber, as you can see. Now, if I was to take this off, you should see a gap in this barrel. There you go. Right there. And in the simplest of terms, if this hop-up bucking was on the actual barrel and I hadn't just taken it off, there'd be another little mechanism that would push down on this bit of rubber that would be covering this hole. And you can imagine now, if the BB enters this barrel when it's chambered, as it gets fired, if this bit of rubber, stick with me, has been pushed down a little, you can imagine as it enters, it's going to give that BB a little backspin. Do you watch cricket? Okay, so as that BB travels out of the barrel, that little backspin will prevent it from dropping too soon. Okay, there's much better videos out there that will explain it, but that's pretty much how hop up works. And then here you have your front sling point. Oh, by the way, apart from the off-screen prompts, I also have my own personal assistant in here I call computer. So, computer, how do you say assault rifle in German?
Assault rifle in German is Sturmgewehr.
Okay. Now this is UK legal. If you're, and I have to keep saying this, it's a little disclaimer. If you live in a country where your legal limit is above 370 for anything that's full auto, your bad boy, that word again, or two words, will come out of the box shooting in excess of 400 or more. Nice. It literally wanted to sit on 340 and not move. Yes, it wavered a little bit, but I'm telling you what, that is very consistent. Right, let's see what happens when we flip that fun switch. Nice, again, very consistent. Rounds per second, 11. And if you convert them numbers to rounds per minute, look at what we're getting there. 673 rounds per minute. On the real steel version, you're getting anything between 500 to 600 rounds per minute. So the airsoft version is similar to the real deal in terms of rate of fire. If anything, a bit faster. Right, so 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, and I'll empty that mag. There. Okay, let's have a look at the results. There's my first effort right there. Very tight readings right there. Excellent, I'm happy with that. Then I kind of repositioned slightly for this section here, and look at that. Practically every shot wanted to get to the same point, just below the dead center of that X. And then right there, come on. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And just in case you're doubting me, let's have another quick look. Can you see right there, it's torn, apart from that big hole there, right there it's torn into the center there. Thank you. Yeah, we're out. So there you go, people. This is the AGM STG-44. You might also know it as the MP44, but this bad boy upgraded by Swit. And we're not just talking about the hop-up bucking and the inner barrel. Way more if you paid attention at the very beginning of the video, where you saw a list of all the loveliness that was put inside of this rifle. So, what are my initial thoughts and my first impressions? Well, let's just get this out of the way. Gorgeous! Keep in mind that this is a substantial, heavy piece of airsoft weaponry, and because of the weight of the entire piece, do expect a little play, look, like that, but nothing major. So yeah, accuracy on point, the overall build quality quite nice. I'm not happy about that fire selector switch though, not very authentic. But other than that, what a beautiful replica of a World War II primary. If you like what you see and you would like yourself a fully upgraded STG-44 in the airsoft world, check the video description for a link. It's cheaper than you think. And catch me next time with yet another Swit Airsoft powered video. Thanks for watching.